Yeah, it's a tough way for the game to end. But there's nothing to be upset about with the end of the game. The foul before our last possession put us in a tough situation because we had the advantage of the shot clock. That's a tough play. I thought Colin was pressuring the ball pretty well, but those are some of the breaks of the game. The second half was, I thought, amazing effort. I thought we made it a big adjustment. They had 20 points in the paint in the first quarter. It took us a minute to adjust to their pace. I thought we were a little bit slow, just a little sluggish as a group, but I think the energy continued to pick up, and they scored 14 points in the paint in the second half and 2 in transition, and I thought we took care of a lot of the little things in the second half. Guys played really hard, moved the ball. I thought a bunch of guys played well tonight, and Trae Young made a half-court shot. It's one that we'll watch film, and there'll be things to teach, like there always is. But this is one you just kind of shake their hand and move on. It was a hell of a finish and an incredible shot.
When it comes to Walker's offensive rebounds, I know we've talked a lot about his weight gain and stuff. Is he doing anything positionally different to kind of give him more of an advantage as well?
He's doing a better job of just staying on the top side and using his length. I think lately, the last couple of weeks, he's done a much better job of just tipping the ball and keeping it alive. Some of those plays where you try to swim move around people, they're kind of all or nothing. One, because you have to pick a side. And 2, there's a chance the ball goes over your head. A lot of times with Walker's length and the added strength that he has, he's able to wedge people in a little bit and then just use his length over the top. I think there have been a ton of plays where he's just kept the ball in the air.
Seems like Lowry's maybe a little bit more active defensively lately,
Mm-hmm.
especially with his hands. Is that something that's been a point of emphasis, or how has that been developing?
Yeah, Lowry's competing at a really high level. He understands that he has to help set a standard, and I think that, he's been challenged on the defensive end, and I think his activity and competitiveness have been outstanding. Lowry has been focusing a lot on his body position, but I do agree his hands have been much more active lately. I think our team has been much more active lately with our hands, which is a trend we would like to continue.
Cody seemed to be a little aggressive. You even had him run a little bit of the offense late in that third or early in the fourth. How would you assess how he did in those situations?
Yeah, I think Cody did great. He's making a lot of good decisions. I think that's the first thing that we want to continue to develop with Cody and with all of our young players is the decision-making element. Whether the shot actually goes in or not is an afterthought for me. It's about playing within the scope of the team, using your skill set, and trying to help us generate good shots. I think Cody's done a good job of that. I think the time in the G League has really helped him, getting a lot of opportunities to handle the ball, make decisions, which he didn't really have much of a chance to early in the season with us. So I'm really happy with his progress.
To go off Cody a little bit more, you talk about a lot of young guys making an impact in a lot of different ways other than scoring. What did you see from Cody tonight, especially late in that game?
Yeah, I think Cody's using his length really well. He's active defensively. He's obviously being put on some primary matchups, which I think is really good for him. I also think that, through the conversations with Cody that you have during the game, timeouts, dead balls, and at practice, it's very apparent that he's a fast learner. His ability to absorb information and apply it to the game has been really good, and it showed up a lot lately because when you go and you're with the G League team, you're not there for every shoot around or every practice when tweaks are made, new things are put in, and so sometimes when you come back, there's a pretty steep learning curve, and I think Cody's handled it really well.
What did you get from Patty Mills tonight?
Exactly what I expected. Just a lot of energy. He's a very passionate competitor. He's an all-time teammate. He's just pumping the guys up, trying to inspire them with his energy. He got hot early, which I think was a big lift for our team. I think Patty's a guy that the team has a ton of respect for because they not only do they know how long he's been in the NBA, but they see the work that he continues to do every day, how he carries himself, how he still prepares, whether he's in the rotation or not. And he's such a great sounding board for our young players as they're navigating the beginning parts of their career. And so when he gets to go out there on the court and be in the fight with them, I think it's a big lift for our energy.
He still jumps in and takes charges.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a dying art in the NBA. What is it from guys who take charges, and what does that do for you?
Yeah, he's always had a knack for those plays. The fact that he's still putting his body on the line every night, it just speaks to who he is. But if you ask Patty, the last 2 games, he's having a ball. Like he's so energized to be out there and playing with these guys. He's a person who just truly loves to play basketball, and him taking charges is not a shock to me. I've gotten to see him do that a lot over the years. It for sure is a dying art. People are afraid of getting dunked on and ending up on social media. Patty's not.
You expected 14 shots?
9 shots in the first 6 minutes.
Ah, man. Yeah, it's great. Maybe I'm just numb to that because I've been around Patty for a long time. I've seen that rate of shot attempts before. So, yeah, I didn't know he took 14 shots till right now. But, yeah, it's just Patty.
Again, 9 in the first 6.
Hey, nobody else had it going. Thanks.